Have you ever been sewing along and noticed that things just don't sound right? There's some pulling, some growling, and something, I mean, it looks okay on the top, but when you take it out, it looks awful. Now, I actually have two different colors of thread in the machine right now. I've got red on the top and a green in the bobbin. So when I look on the back side, because I've got the two colors, I can tell the red is actually the problem because it's the one that's all loopy on the back. Usually when you have the same two colors, people think the problem is in the bobbin, and it's not. What happens is when I went and threaded this machine, I did not have the thread in the top tension disc. As soon as I lowered that presser foot, the discs closed and the thread was not inside. And that's what gave me these big hairy loops on the back of the fabric. Well, one thing nice, it's very easy to pull out because you just get a hold of one of these threads, couple snips of with your scissors, and out it comes. But you definitely want to make sure that when you thread the machine, you thread with the presser foot up, and this is the way you can test if it is correct. So I'm going to go ahead, put my thread back in the tension disc, and then I'm going to actually thread the needle because it's actually easier to see this when the needle is threaded. There we go. Okay, so when the presser foot's up, you'll notice it's very easy to pull the red thread. When I lower the presser foot, it should be tight. You can almost see the needle bending as I pull against it. That means you have the machine threaded correctly. The threads are inside the tension disc. The tension discs have closed, and when I go to sew, I'll have the proper form on that stitch because the stitch will be nice and tight. That take-up lever has something to pull up on, and it will sound much, much better when you go to sew. So don't try to adjust the tension. You just need to rethread the top of the machine.